trigger.
What's up and welcome to the episode of Gizmo Slip. Today we're going to find out if a Giant Mortor Round Firework can kill an iPhone XR underwater. We're going to do two tests. Obviously if the first test kills the iPhone XR, then the second test is kind of like a no-brainer. But the first test, the iPhone XR will already be in the water. We're going to drop this Giant Mortor Round hopefully about 6 inches away, and then it's going to explode. And we're going to see what happens to the iPhone XR. I'm hoping it'll survive that experiment. I mean, this is a lot of firepower right here, so I have no idea. This is the kind of firework that goes into the sky and makes one of those giant, like, explosions. So, and we're going to be doing this in my driveway here. Yep. And we're going to film it with all these high-speed lights and a V1611 slow-motion camera, and we're going to capture it at, like, 18,000 frames per second. It's going to be really, really cool seeing some fireworks explode underwater, if we can make that happen. Fingers crossed. I've always wanted to do underwater fireworks, but it's really tricky getting them to actually work. So we're gonna have to like wrap this in tin foil or something. Darren said that it worked or something on a previous video. So we're gonna wrap it in tin foil. We're gonna have the fuse kind of sticking out. We're gonna light the fuse, and then we're gonna throw the tin foil thing in there and hope the water doesn't get to the firework before the fuse gets to the firework, if that makes sense. It's gonna be freaking epic. Let's get started.
Alright, so this is where the iPhone will be.
Oh, the dangerous life of a test phone.
How goes it, Waterman?
It goes.
One of the trickiest parts about doing this particular video is we're trying to get a clear shot of what's happening under the water. You know, normally you could, in theory, like look down through the water and see something, but it's just not going to be nearly as clear as if you can have like a perfectly clear plexiglass view.
Yep.
I'm just seeing this. It's blowing pretty bad. I hope it doesn't come apart on us.
But, yeah, I hope it doesn't crack.
I'm a little worried. Professional waterproofing fireworks-ness happening right now.
A second to thank my friend Ben Cusick for giving me the knowledge about how to set off fireworks underwater.
That's about right?
Thanks, Ben.
Kinda.
What up?
You can't hide back there. So basically, the idea is hopefully the water does not get inside of here. We're going to light the fuse. And the goal is for the water to hopefully not make it in there all the way down to here before the fire makes it all the way down here. Make sense? Makes sense. Okay. I think. Does that make sense? I think it made sense.
I think it made sense.
Okay. All right. Sweet. We're going to be lighting the sucker up there, dropping it into the water. Hopefully the iPhone XR goes boom. Or it doesn't go boom. But hopefully it goes boom. We want a boom to happen, if that makes sense. Okay, let's do this.
Should also be said, don't do this at home, kids. Stuff.
Like, if I drop this in there, is it just going to float on top? Or is it going to actually sink to the bottom? Probably going to float on top. Float on top is bad because then we have fireworks shooting out. We need some rocks in this to weigh it down so it goes down into the water. But then we have projectiles. Okay, we've got a lot of cameras rolling. We've got this Phantom. We've got that Phantom. We were going to have a Galaxy S10 Plus inside the water, but hopefully further away from the firework. Now, for lighting the firework, we decided it's better for us to just light the fuse and put it in with a stick because this thing is floaty. We can't have a floaty firework because we really want the firework to go off on the inside of the water. Now, another challenge we got to deal with is that there's a two-stage aspect to this firework. It's going to go poop, and then it's going to go pow. So hopefully the poop doesn't shoot it off with the stick, but it probably will. No clue what's going to happen with that. We might have to do this more than once. Let's freaking find out what happens. And I'm going to be wearing this shield and getting behind the recycling bin. So, rock on. Darren, I want you to also double check the sidewalk before I light it, you know what I mean? Okay. Holy crap. We're doing this. You ready? All right, Carla, you're good? So I light it, boom, and then I push it in right there. And I gotta back up like that. Are we ready?
Yep.
Oh, this is one of the more exhilarating videos I've done in a while. Okay, here we go. My heart's pounding. The fuse isn't going. I
Trigger. Trigger, Carl. I'd say that worked.
Trigger.
Holy
I
crap.
did the first pop.
Whew. Okay, yep, there's a puddle. But we elevated everything. Whoa! Oh, it busted the plastic out so badly. I can't. Okay, I'm trying to save the Phantom file, and my adrenaline is just pumping right now. Like, that firework went off on the stick, and my finger has been numb for like 5 minutes because the stick by the vibrations traveling up the broom handle or whatever
What's
just like bruised my finger. It was insane.
funny is that it's only been 2 minutes. His sense of time right now.
It's been more than 2 minutes, God. I promise you, it's something like 5. All right, it's gotta be 5. I
His
swear.
sense of time's all over the place because of all the adrenaline right now.
Dude, my
I
adrenaline.
feel you, man.
Oh, it wouldn't light, then it lit, and I was like, oh my God, and then it went off, and I was like, oh, it's not gonna go off, and then it went off. I was like, holy shit. I gotta name this. I can't name this folder. I've been trying to name this folder for 5 minutes, dude.
Fireworks.
10 minutes trying to name this folder. My mind literally was blown by that. Okay, let's see your Phantom clip first, then we'll look at all the different clips.
I'm excited about this shot, actually.
Oh, you know what we also gotta do? We really gotta check on the Galaxy S10 Plus really quick. Yay. Galaxy S10 is still recording. Wow, that was a way bigger explosion than I was anticipating. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, it's gonna be a minor splash. It probably won't even break the plastic. Dude, freaking shattered our plastic thing. Like,
All right, so this is actually kind of crazy. So this is the first pop right here.
boom! Oh, you got it in the middle of the explosion, like right as it's going off.
This is the first one. I got the full explosion on
Got
the
you
second
for the
one.
second one. The second one was bigger.
Look at all that wobbling and
Oh, the
warping
plastic.
and
Yeah,
bending.
so the plastic didn't break on the first hit then. And that is really close to the iPhone XR too. That's only like probably 2 or 3 inches away from it. So.
Yeah, and here we're coming up close on the next explosion.
Boom! Oh, the distortion.
That was
it's
straight
so
up
cool.
nautical destruction right there.
But it's like goes so black. I'm really surprised. I'm guessing all the gunpowder like turned it all black.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Look how far it bent
Wow.
everything. I wish I had a wider angle of that.
wow. Yeah, the whole container just warped outward in a huge way.
I'm double saving that. But yeah, those are some bright lights, and it's completely like blanking out those bright lights. But that explosion
Is it just black the whole way through?
It is. Like that goes. I only had 2.8 seconds of recording on this.
Wow. Okay, I really want to see what the other Phantom clip looks like.
So this was at 3,200 frames per second. I'm really excited to see what yours looks like at the 10,000 frames per second.
Yeah, and also this one's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, let's watch the phone, man.
This is as close as you can freaking get.
Close-up shot. Here we go. Whoa.
Okay, here it comes. There's the firework. You can see air bubbles coming out of the tinfoil. That's interesting. And the first explosion. Boom.
It's crazy how much like gas like that initial charge produced.
Just like a giant air bubble. And then here comes the second. Just
The water's still coming
nothing.
down. The water's still, it's like a waterfall.
dude, what? Okay,
Let's check it out.
here goes the main Phantom shot. I'm excited about this. Splooshes. Splooshes the
Splooshes
water.
and splashes. Man, I'm looking forward to just like what the water's gonna do, how it's gonna react.
It's true. This should be some insanely awesome slow-mo. I love the water's bubbling. Wow, that is some murky freaking bubbles right there. Oh, here it is. Oh my god.
That's just the initial one too.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Dude.
Look, it's like a freaking action movie right there on the top of the water.
Yeah, it's created almost like a spike ball. Just like a
It's true. And then, of course, it turns into smoke, and then we get a whole bunch of
Dude,
gunpowder that didn't explode. Looks all black and murky. And then here comes the big mama jump.
even with all the smoke covering this, it's gonna be a big boom.
Here we go. I think it should be. It looked like a nuclear explosion on a mini scale.
I was gonna say that's straight out of a war film.
Oh, it just immediately ruptures the plastic container. Dude, I predicted it would make a sploosh and not even break the container. No, not even close. It just demolished the container.
Can you imagine if we had decided to use glass instead of plastic for this?
We'd have glass shards flying everywhere.
It was a good decision for us to use like a plastic here.
God, and then you can see the Galaxy S10 kind of flying out of the murk water there. Oh, that's so cool looking.
I'm also really glad that we elevated the lights.
Yes, I am very glad for that too. We did. That was a good call. Way more water than was anticipated, without a freaking doubt. Okay, well there you go. That's the ultra freaking slow motion. Let's go find out if the iPhone XR survived the underwater firework. I think maybe. What do you think? I think it probably survived.
I thought that the iPad back in the day was not going to survive the like firecrackers on top of it, but it did, and it didn't even crack.
Okay, so
I'm going to say no.
You're going to say it didn't survive? I think it did, but let's go find out. Okay. It's time to see the aftermath. Here we go. First thing I want to point out, handles gone. Even though it was blown up on this side, that part blew out, which is interesting. No clue why. My tripod mount was destroyed in the process. It was supposed to be mounted like this. Bummer. The iPhone XR, is it still alive? What do you think? Did it survive? Let me know in the comments down below what you voted and if you were right or if you were wrong. Here we go. Pressing the power button in 3, 2, 1. Nothing! Oh! I was really thinking it was going to be alive. Let me try holding it down. Maybe it turned off for some reason. Oh, come on! Man, it looks like it's dead. The glass is not shattered on the front or the back. My theory is that the shockwave knocked out the LCD display. Or water damage, maybe the shockwave messed up the IP rating and we ended up with water inside the phone and that fried the phone on the inside. I'm actually really curious. Maybe I should take this to Apple and be like, hey, what's wrong with it? If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. If you want to see more awesome Gizmo Slip, wacky tests, drop tests, future tech comparison reviews, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. I will see you in the next one. Brandon out.